The Prime Minister says he still sees democratic value in traditional media despite his ever-increasing social media presence.
As he filmed influencer content abroad today, he was unable to say how much taxpayer money is spent on his social team.
But Newshub can reveal there are 7 full-time staff working on social media for National, partly paid for by the taxpayer. Political editor Jenna Lynch reports.
New Zealand, meet Christopher Luxon, the aspiring influencer.
Can I just say, I think you have the best job in the world.
Oh, I really do.
A mutually beneficial content creation stop, this Singaporean influencer gets the PM on his TikTok.
Everybody, I am having breakfast today with the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
How are you, my friend?
I'm so good.
The PM then gets to sell New Zealand to Aiken Chair's 156,000 Instagram followers.
I've got to recommend a place called Waiheke Island.
And of course, Christopher Luxon, Prime Minister come Insta-influencer.
Man, this could get messy.
You just go between both.
Get some relatable travel vlogger-esque content to add to the socials.
That is good.
The self-proclaimed TikTok king
Hey everyone, Chris Luxon, TikTok king here.
says he doesn't take it all too seriously.
I have to be honest, I question some of the things I do, but look, I'm out there and I'm giving it a go, and some stuff will work and some stuff won't, but isn't it fantastic that I'm doing that?
But in reality, he has a whole team dedicated to it, though he couldn't say how many.
I couldn't tell you, but it's not heaps.
His office later clarified there are 7 full-time staff who work on social media, 3 of which also work on things like advertising and event planning, and they work across all national MPs. 7 is more staff than most news organisations have in their dedicated political teams.
But I can tell you we've got a pretty small team and they've been very efficient and very good at what they do.
The very first thing Christopher Luxon did after being sworn in as Prime Minister was film social media content.
How much of your prime ministerial time is spent on it, like at the office?
Not a lot of time, I'll tell you. I spend more time preparing and thinking about the questions that Jenna Lynch asks me rather than actually thinking about how I can communicate with people across New Zealand. It's pretty intuitive and pretty natural.
As the government takes aim at what they call spin doctors in the public sector, the PM couldn't say whether his own social media team was smaller than the previous administration's, but his office did confirm some taxpayer money is used to pay for it.
Do you know how much taxpayer money goes towards it?
No, I don't, but I just say to you, we've got a very good social media program. It's very important. I can talk directly to the New Zealand people, as well as talking through you guys in the traditional media channels as well.
In a shrinking media environment, politicians are increasingly turning to their own channels, speaking directly to voters. The PM says he still sees democratic value in traditional media.
It's sort of an and. You're using all the channels available to be able to get the messages out to the people.
Some of those messages a bit more useful than others.
Kia ora, Jenna. So, not much diplomacy on the cards for Christopher Luxon today.
No, today was really more a New Zealand Inc. day, showing off our businesses and our country to this part of the world. But the Prime Minister did make one very significant foreign affairs pledge. He reaffirmed New Zealand's nuclear-free status, saying that was a non-negotiable under his leadership. There would be absolutely no change whatsoever under his leadership. Now, that might seem like a given, but there was a report out of The Australian earlier this week which said that the door was being left ajar to Australia's new nuclear-powered submarines when they turn up as part of their deal with the UK and the US, that military alliance known as AUKUS, allowing those submarines into New Zealand waters. It reported that Christopher Luxon said that hadn't been considered yet, but when he was asked about that today, he said that no, those submarines will not be allowed into New Zealand. A solid no to nuclear. The foreign affairs, the diplomacy leg of this journey resumes tonight. We are flying to Thailand, where the Prime Minister has locked in a meeting with the Thai Prime Minister tomorrow.
Jenna Lynch live from Singapore. Tēnā koe.